people? It's your boy Gunner Abs. I'm here to talk about the latest Arsenal news, and we start off with Martín Zubimendi. Apparently it's official without being official, meaning the club haven't announced anything, but every other journalist and in the know have pretty much said that it's done. He's been in London, he's been to the training ground. It sounds like he's done all his media work, but it's not going to get announced until July the 1st on the behest of the request of Royal Sociedad, because they wanted to fix financially. But you know what? Now really, they are downplaying the signing. I'm telling you, this is a game changer for us, an absolute game changer, because the guy is quality, a quality DM. As far as to say, I think he's one of the best DMs in the world, after Rodri and that. Rodri's the benchmark, obviously, but I think he's quality. He's your proper DMs when he controls the tempo of the game. He decides when we go fast, he decides when we go slow. He's technically excellent because he's Spanish. Let's get it right. He's top quality technically. He wins a lot of duels, aerial duels, for someone who's not so short, but he's not the biggest, but he wins a lot of aerial duels. He knows how to play that position perfectly. He can take it on the turn. He is what we've been lacking. Don't get me wrong, Partey's been class for us, and with him now leaving because apparently he wanted a pay rise, and Partey, you can't be asking for a pay rise. My guy, you're always injured. This is the only season he wasn't injured that we got out of him, but you can't really be asking for a Partey for a pay rise. Excuse me. And you know what? Even though I loved Partey, him going, if he couldn't stay for the standard 2 years or on his standard wages, I can't be too pissed at the club. You know, you can't justify giving him. He's already on big piece. You can't justify giving him a pay rise, and then he's out for 10, 15, 20 games this season again. So I'm not mad with that. It is what it is. No one's bigger than the club, and he has to move on. But what it does mean is that we do have to go into the transfer window again for another DM, even though we are in the transfer window. We should be anyway, I'm hoping. So it means we need another DM, and that DM we've been linked with is Christian Norgard, yeah, that's the one, I think, of Brentford. You know, again, I think he's a standard quality Premier League player. He's not going to pull up any trees, but he'll be perfect for a squad. As a squad player, you know, play your Carabao Cup games, your FA Cup games, you know. As long as the squad, you can't be left short again, because that was the most important element we took out last season. Is we need numbers. We had so many injuries, and that's where we need the numbers, and we need to get him in. And I won't be too mad at that, because I think he's all right. He's not too bad. He's not, like I said, he's not going to pull up any trees. But he'll give you your standard 7 out of 10 every game, and that's all the best you can ask for from that position if you're not going to be a starting DM. And other news is Bayern Munich are in for Martinelli apparently. And you know what? I'm not too disappointed with this, and I'm not too happy with it. I'll be honest with you. I like Martinelli. I'm not going to lie. I'm a fan of Martinelli. But obviously the last couple of seasons, he's fallen off the edge of the earth, shall we say, considering his output on that 23-24 season when he got 15 goals without any penalties, which was quality. But our football's changed since then. Martinelli's brilliant at the counter-attack. His pace, he can go through the middle, behind the lines. But when we play against deep blocks, he just sort of runs out of ideas and runs into cul-de-sacs. So for me, he's actually a great squad player. If you keep him on the bench, have him coming on last 15 minutes when the defenders' legs are tired, Martinelli will terrorise them. And to be fair to him, he's turned up in our biggest games. He scores in some of our biggest games away at the Market, against Man City, against Liverpool. He always shows up in those big games. So, and I like the kid. I like the effort he puts in. He looks like he loves Arsenal. He'll bleed Arsenal, and I kind of like that. Everyone needs those sort of players in the team. But I won't be too mad if Bayern Munich come in with big money, which we can invest in the left wing. But I don't want to see
what I want to see is if we're going to sell Martinelli, the left winger that comes in has to be top level. I can't be selling Martinelli and then an average guy comes in. Sorry, I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to be happy with that. But all in all, if we do move him, I mean, get the left winger in, and then probably another young. I'd rather sell Trossard. Let's be honest. When it comes to the left wing, I'd keep Martinelli. I honestly would, not as our starting left winger, but as our backup. But obviously, the main talk, obviously, is that striker situation. It's another week. It still hasn't been resolved. We still don't know who we're gonna get. And like I said, it's between Gyökeres and Sesko. Like I said many a time, get them both in. You know, but I doubt they'll do that. But for me, I've said many a time, I prefer Sesko, but I won't be mad with Gyökeres. I won't be mad with any striker, to be honest with you. Actually, that's a lie. I would be mad if we just got Ollie Watkins. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be super mad with that. But I mean, just get us a striker. At Arsenal, Marino as a number 9 scored goals. Any number 9 you got at Arsenal will score goals. Just give me a number 9, a man who plays that position. I think Gyökeres will score bundles of goals, even though I'm nervous about the Portuguese league players that come from there. But I've said that before, all in all. But yeah, keep you posted. Let me know what you think. Holla at your boy, subscribe, like, peace, and I'm out.